Hello and welcome to my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring by Level Up Pub Gaming. So we are here at Lena's Rise in Caitlin because I was collecting supplies, just like I do in between every episode, and I missed something. So I want to show you guys this real quick. First we're going to grab the glintstone fireflies before we head over to what I want to show you. And, I've played through this game nearly 5 times now, and this is the first time I found this incantation. Didn't even know it existed. I'm not sure how I missed it on, looking up a list of all the incantations. I somehow just missed one. I don't know how, so I went and double-checked, and I got the rest of the incantations mapped out, but somehow, just in 5 playthroughs, this slipped right by me. So let me go show you guys this after I collect all the Writheblood. Lucky bird. Excuse me. So I was collecting the Writheblood, and I saw a little skull right up here. So it's like, alright, I'll go grab the skull real quick. Skull, it's a rune. I saw that. Just never seen this before. I couldn't believe it, so let's go ahead and hit it with the frenzy first. So I'll probably take off mine. That's a strong one. Let's go ahead and chase it to the cliff and give it a weapon art. Ugh, good oh my gosh. What a way to start the episode. So in case you're wondering what this road is, that's the road that we haven't gone down yet, right in front of the rise. Right down there. And the reason why is because a Indiana Jones boulder will appear behind us, and it will pretty much one-shot us at this point with our vigor at this level. Because like I said, this is Northern Caelid, and it doesn't mess around here. So if you mess up and dodge the ball wrong, we're gonna get crushed. And all that's down there is an opening to a cave that we're not even going to do yet. There actually is a scarab, I believe, down there with a smithing stone, but we don't need it, so we will get it much later when we come back to clear out Northern Caelid. So sorry about falling off there. I thought there was an enemy, but I didn't realize that there was a dragonfly around there, so dragonfly freaked me out. I didn't know what it was. I just rolled away and rolled off the cliff like a dork. Oh, I hope the rest of the episode doesn't go like that. But this episode, we are getting just some absolutely crazy weapons. Some of the best weapons in the entire game. So, it's a very, very awesome episode for us to get through. Some of the stuff we're collecting is just absurd how good it is. I'm surprised some of the stuff hasn't been nerfed yet. So let me grab my wounds real quick, and then we'll do it. I'm going to kill this firefly just out of spite. Hey, dude. You owe me a rune arc. Honk. So yeah, this is on the other side of the bridge with the dragon on it. That incantation. So, I didn't notice that, but in between episodes, I went and, hey, thank you for praising my message. I went and did all the farming spots that I've shown you guys. I went through and got a couple of smithing stone 4s, took out the octopuses, grabbed foliage, grabbed some more foliage and jarberg, smoldering butterflies, budding cave moss, herbas, and I think that's it. Yeah, we don't have any other. We're going to get another one right here. This is going to be a new farming spot. And then, of course, I went underground and got melted mushrooms and the silver tear husks. So make sure you guys are doing that. Like I said, I just do it like twice in each area. It takes me about 20 minutes to do the whole thing, but it's worth it because, like I said, look at what we can craft. We have over 155 pickled turtlenecks and so many materials to make more. So 671, 767. It's just, yeah, this is all just from doing it every time I log in. We're not even halfway through the game. We're almost maxed out on most of our materials. So let's go ahead and start where we left off at the last episode at the Windmill village and talk to Millicent. Hey, there she is. So, of course, we fought the Godskin Apostle at the end of the last episode, and we'll talk about him a little bit later. Let's go ahead and talk to our friend.
Ah, we meet yet again. The arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder. It feels just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need. I would have you call upon me in battle, should you ever have the need. It is the only way that I can express my thanks.
Whoop, kind of missed her, didn't I? So, at this point with Millicent, you can attack her, and she will drop a talisman. It's her prosthesis, it's a little hand, and it'll boost your dexterity by 5 and increase successive attack power. So it basically does the same thing the Winged Insignia talisman does, only you can stack it with the Winged Insignia, but if we leave her alive, we're going to get much, much better talismans and rewards for ending her quest much later in the game. But I just wanted to mention that at this point, now that we've given her the arm, you can get that talisman from her by taking her down, but don't do that. Now she's gone. So let's go ahead and get all the goodies that are in this village, and we're going to head down to the village, go up to the top part of the Altus Plateau over to the bridge and meet Goldmask. And then we're going to go down under the bridge, clear out a ruins, a caravan, and then get a site of grace and go down to the church and end a quest for an NPC. And then we're going to go up through the wall of the Altus Plateau, or I'm sorry, of the capital, and grab a grace, but then we're going to come back down around here and go in through here and do a hero's grave and fight a fun dragon. So that's the trajectory of the episode, so let's go ahead and get to work. If there's anything up over here, but there's something down over here. You can pretty much do this whole entire town on Torrent. And if you don't attack these dancing ladies, they won't hurt you. And they won't even bother you. So it's up to you. If you want to fight them, they drop some pretty crazy weapons and stuff. And of course, you see the flowers on their head and stuff like that. That's how you get the armor set for that. But once you attack one, the rest of them wake up and it's time to party. See that giant skull, you can get that. So you can pick up their weapon set, their armor, all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take them down as we go through. But if you want to just leave them chilling and dancing, you can do that as well. And then of course there's a few of them right here that attack you no matter what. Because you interrupted them praying and they're angry at you. That's pretty rude. I'm just trying to have a good time. I ruined that. So over here, we drop down onto this roof. There's an item right here we can grab. Back there. Definitely want exalted flesh. So hop up on Torrent right here because there's a dog nearby. There's actually a few. There's a lady behind here. Waiting to ambush you. Oh, got her blue festival garb. So from up here, you can throw some bombs down there if you don't want to deal with the... I believe there's a dog hiding near her to ambush you. And then there's one. Should be a dog right here. Let's go ahead and throw some lightning pots in him. That'll do it. Oh, did that wake them all up? Yeah, it sure did. Ooh. Oh, what are you doing, lady? Wow, that's a weird looking poison attack. I've never seen them do that. So, I guess they can bite themselves and spit some poison at you. Pretty weird. Let's go down here. What's up, lady? Wait. I can hear the dog barking. I don't know where he's at, though. Yeah, I knew there was a dog hiding in there. Ooh, you can jump. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe he made it up there. See, that's why I hate these dogs, man. They're just too good of an enemy. Look at how he dodges me. That's absurd. giant puppy. Wow. Wow. Ooh, see? Oh my gosh! Oh lord. It's always fun. Wow. Oh, I hate you guys so much. Good lord, those guys suck. Wow, I forgot to turn on my rune arc. That's good. Look at that. Nice increase. Okay, Torrent. Can you? Okay. Just foliage up here. Oh, no. Crazy lady waiting there. What are you doing, lady? Okay. Pretty creepy place, man. I don't know what else to say about it, but as soon as we hit one of them, it's game off for all of them. She's trying to bug me. Oh, freaky. So, yep, that's what happens if you attack one. Man, didn't get any other armor sets or weapons out of that. Bummer. Hey, that makes up for me dying. Another thing you can do if you want to farm for rune arcs and you don't want to do co-op, is you can evade people. It's a dirty way to earn some rune arcs, going around, taking out the host and making them have to start over and go grab their runes and everything like that, but that is an option. It's what you get for taking out the host. Oh, good lord. Well, at least we got some gold runes out of them. We'll see a few more here in a minute. And then we're going to get a twin blade that scales in strength, which is pretty cool. Nice. It's always nice when you get all the birds. I don't feel comfortable turning them off the single, but... And, so there's a hammer and a Tyria leaf right over here. It's the hammer that they've been attacking us with. I think it scales with intelligence as well. Check. Or no, just strength. But we're about to get the best grade hammer in the entire game. We're actually going to get 2 of them, which is pretty nuts. I do believe that's everything. So that way is the wall. And we're going to go through there, but on the way there, we're going to get bombarded by ballistas, but we got some stuff to do before we head that way, so I'm going to go ahead and sit down and heal up. And we'll head on over to the next part of the village. Or I should say the next village. Got some rats over here. Or no, misbegottens. Ooh. I heard. Let's go ahead and repost this one. Criteria is right there, that's always nice. And like I said, previous episode, it is much, much easier to find and pick up foliage in the Altus Plateau at nighttime. For some odd reason, at daytime, it just blends in with all the background foliage. So it's kind of hard to see, but if you come through at night, everything just pretty much has a glow to it, and it's super easy to pick out. Just putting them out of their misery. Okay. That should be everything here. In the next one, we're going to get a Twin Blade. Scales with strength. And there's 2 more Twin Blades that scale with strength, but one of them also scales with faith for some reason, so you gotta have a little bit of faith to be able to use it. We're just doing everything on the right side of the road, and then we'll come back on the left side. So, more ladies in here, dancing around. Forgot about these flaming zombies, so be careful. They'll blow up. Yes! That's too good. And then once the ladies are down, we can hop back up, grab the Twin Blade, and this armor set. And there's the Twin Blade right there, the Twin Knight Swords. And what else is cool is we got the other hood. So this red hood increases our HP, and that blue hood we just picked up increases our FP. So I will be wearing the blue hood when I switch over to the intelligence side of things. I mean, I could get some use out of it now since I'm Faith, but I don't use the incantations as much as I will use the sorceries. The incantations are kind of like, I don't know, backup in the way I'm playing. This isn't a straight Faith build. If it was a straight Faith build, I would just level up my attack attributes like dexterity and strength to meet a weapon requirement of one weapon that I choose, and then I would just use nothing else but seals for attacking, and then I would up my Faith to just, you know, as high as I could possibly take it. So I'd have like around 20, maybe 25 dexterity, maybe 20 strength, and then just like 70 to 80 Faith. And that would be a pure Faith build, where I would do nothing but incantations, and I would dual wield the seals, because when you dual wield the seals, it stacks the effects that it gives you as a bonus. So if a certain seal that you're using like boosts beastal incantations, and you have another one because you went through New Game Plus, and you dual wield it, it'll boost it and stack on top of each other. So same with staffs. So this staff that I have, that I'm going to be using right here, says boost carry and sword sorcery. So it boosts it by like 5 or 10% the damage that it does, and if I use 2 of those, then it'll stack and double it. So always cool. But since I'm doing a mixture, because I'm trying to show both melee and the magic, then yeah, I'm not going to be using too much FP for incantations, but on the sorcery side of things, yeah, I'm going to be draining my FP bar pretty fast. There's a big rat waiting to ambush us over here, so let's go behind it. Give him the what for. Watch out, just a bunch of other rats are chomping in a bit. The rats are almost as bad as the dog, I swear. They don't dodge as well as the dogs, that's the only difference. They can still dodge, but they're just not as aggressive and fussy. Like, he just leaped right around me, but see, then he just kind of stands there. So they're not as aggressive as the dogs, but they're pretty annoying. I believe down over here is a chest we can grab. Yeah, we'll just go down there, though. And another big rat. And then there should be a battle mage up here at the top of the hill. Yeah, there he is. Just like the one we fought in the Everjail and Celia. Really? I'll wait. Go ahead. Alright. Go collect all the loots that are up in here. Hey. rat ashes. Yeah, so now you can summon some giant rats. They're pretty squishy. They eat damage really, really fast, so they don't stay alive too long, but if they can pull off some of their attacks, they do a decent amount of damage, and it's better to use them against targets that are smaller than them. So I wouldn't recommend summoning them for like something like a dragon. Oh, whoa, whoa. Didn't even see where you came from, buddy. But if you're fighting like an NPC or something like that, which I don't know why I said that, you don't get to summon for NPC fights, but something that size, like this guy right here. It'd be good against him. So you can sneak up and repost this guy, I think. He might turn around, I don't know, we'll see. Gotcha. Oh yeah, he was fitting to turn around. Didn't mean for him to go down there. I kind of wanted to fight him because I think he drops his armor set. I'm not too sure. Didn't need to cheese him. Yeah, I think he drops his armor set. But we're at the bridge now, anyways. Come back here. There's a few more things to grab. Oh, so this is a spirit spring. Where is it? No, but oh no, it's down there by the side of Grace. Okay. Getting my landmarks mixed up. My apologies. Just double checking for any rare foliage, but there's nothing. So let's go ahead and grab that armor set that he dropped. Oops, wrong way. Hey, I see a shiny. I feel like I missed something. Where are those cliffs at? I feel like I skipped a part. We're gonna get it on the way back though. Yeah, that graveyard with the chest. I don't know why I skipped over that. Or how I skipped over that, but we'll get it on the way back. Let's go talk to Goldmask. Don't jump off near him, because he's one of the NPCs that if you hit, he'll just disappear, and I do not know if Absolution will bring him back, so jump off a good distance away. If you're scared you might misclick and actually hit him, then take off your weapon as you come near him. We'll end up being able to get down on that edge, and then we'll jump up over and grab that item over there. So, believe it or not, he used to have dialogue that I guess they cut it. And so a little bit later, we'll talk to Corhyn, tell him that we found Goldmask and all that, and he'll be all shocked and surprised. So over there is a caravan that we're going to take down to get one of the better weapons in the game. Let me go see where that cliff was that I'm supposed to jump down. So it was up over here. Stop jumping around. Because there is a skeleton with a treasure chest. Is it up here? This room must be God's burner. Side of Grace, so yeah, must be back this way. Oh, I got one more thing to do, unless it was down below. That might have been it. it down over there. But let me give one more check, because I could have sworn I saw it as we were coming over here. And I was like, yeah, I'll come back to that in a second. Looked down, I saw the gravestones, but now it seems to have disappeared, and I'm making a fool of myself, so let me just double check real quick. Hey, I missed something. It's a good thing I double checked, so I missed that there. Where in the devil are you? On the other side of that. The rats. I'm just trying to find where that ledge was where I saw the grave. There you are. Okay, it was down there. Alright, my mistake. So we're gonna run through it in a second. So before we do that, let's go over and talk to Corhyn and tell him that we found Goldmask. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Bach, how's it going?
You appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you...
Check on those incantations.
Do you sport with me? From your description, it can be no other than the Goldmask himself. Of course, I knew he would be close by. Bless the Golden Order and its benevolent rays. And to you too, my sincerest thanks.
Alright, and so now Corhyn is going to move
May the
on.
Golden Order...
You as well. So now we're going to go down and under the bridge, grab that grace, and then there's a spirit spring that'll take us back up to talk to Goldmask and Corhyn again. He's about to knock me off Torrent, and I'm gonna be very aggravated. Still wish those guys' spears with fire at the tip was a weapon that we could get, but fortunately no such luck. So there is an incantation over here, but I think it's... I thought there were some enemies around here, but... So yeah, it's facing the stairs. As soon as we roll up, it's gonna roll off the edge, and then we'll have to chase it. So yeah, just get ready to run. Protection of the Ur Tree. I think it is protect you from holding. Oh, infinity damage negation. So builds up your immunity to things like rock poison. And I know it's a bummer that all the buffs in this game are only on the incantation side. The sorcery side doesn't have too much in a way of buffs. What it does have is pretty good, but just nowhere near the range and options that the faith side has. But the sorcery side has way more powerful attacks, and yeah, it's a lot easier to get sorceries off than it is to get off incantations in a boss fight. So let's see how much we have to level up. Oh, just a few hundred more, so let's crack some runes and level up. leveling up Vigor next. This Vigor. Alright, guys. Let's go take out a caravan. So, it's got a pumpkin head at it, so we might want to actually start hitting these guys one at a time to draw them out. Whoa. I made them all turn around. But they're just going to run to the point where I started, really, right through that thing. Wow, I just kind of want to hit him with a bomb now. Oh, you got him away, punk. No fun. I wish these little fire spears they have were a weapon we could get, but they are not. Stop moving back and forth. Whatever. Okay. Let's go, buddy. Whoops. Wow, that did some damage to him. Get his helmet. Oh, I did not need to heal. Oh well. Now we can go take down the trolls that are carrying the caravan. And then we'll come back up here to grab the chest that the skeleton is hiding. And then those ruins right there are where we're going to finish Varre's quest. Dang. Get Frost. That was malicious. What's up, buddy? What's up, too? Here we go. See how it did that much damage to him, even though he was blocking? It's because of the scythe. Just remember that scythe gets around the shields. It doesn't stop them. Ah. As soon as I saw that light in the bush, I knew it wasn't doing the torch. What do you guys think of that, huh? Did you like that? Didn't feel too good, did it? Alright guys, let me introduce you to the best great hammer in the entire game. The Great Stars. Man, this thing is just too good. I'm surprised they haven't nerfed it. It has pretty much, for great hammers, I think the highest damage output. You can change the Ash of War on it. Has blood loss. Has the highest reach of any hammer. And, or the longest reach, I should say. And, every single hit it does on an enemy heals you. It's not a lot, but it's enough that, you know, after taking out a good group of enemies, it'll help, you know, as far as, not having, whoa, where'd you come from? I was trying to find the guy that was shooting arrows, and all of a sudden these guys come out of nowhere. Did you like that? Yeah, what's up? Would you stop shooting arrows at me? This is up over by where that bridge is. We can hop over here and grab this mask. Well, it's down. Well, the mask is down there, so we'll do that last. Let's go grab the rest of these, rest of the goodies around here first, and then we'll come back and grab that mask. because once we go down there, we have to teleport back up, and that'll respawn everything. So let's go ahead and clear all the way up to the ruins, and then we'll go down there and grab the mask. But up here, there should be a skeleton that's gonna run away holding a chest. Right there. So let's go ahead and sneak up on him. I believe the chest has like a gold rune 9 in it or something. Yeah, gold rune 10. Nice chunk of runes for a skeleton. You stop doing that. Make sure you pick up these golden sunflowers so you can make really heavy holy pots. Those would help a lot with the death-bright birds we have towards the end of the game. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, I'm going to do something totally overkill to you. Come here, dude. Here, want some fire? Look at that. You like that? You want some too? Alright, here you go. So angry you guys made me. That felt good. Alright. Knocking me off my steed. It was very rude. It's annoying. There's like nothing you can do. You try to go up to hit them, and all of a sudden they don't even move. They're just standing there, and it just the hitbox connects, and you can't get out of it. There's nothing you can do. You try to make Torrent rush. You try to attack them. It's just and then you just fall off. It's aggravating. There's a few more things to grab on this side. So we head over to the ruins. We're basically gonna wrap around to the ruins. There's a grace across the bridge that we're gonna grab, and then we'll go over and grab the mask, and then we can head over. I think there's one more pumpkin head over here. Yeah, there is. All right, so we got another pumpkin head. Let's go ahead and hit him with some distance. We're gonna put on some bestial vitality. So you can't sneak up on him. He'll get up after a certain distance to him, but you can sneak back and around behind him and then give him a nice attack of magic or frenzy burst, do some damage to him before he stands up, turns around. There we go, got 2 of them off. That's good enough. Keep walking onto birds. This is getting there. Alright, I'm gonna unlock. Lord, that was really, really annoying. Sorry guys, I had to do that because you were making me lock on to you while I was trying to fight a pumpkin head. So there's the shaded castle down over there. Pretty cool view. Alright guys, get on out of here. There's a Michaela's Lily up in the corner. And there's nothing in this carriage, I don't think. Yeah, empty carriage. Yeah, I'm hopping off Torrent to fight these guys because they're so annoying. Can these guys not see me? Bored. It's like they can't see me in the ring. Except for this guy can. He keeps trying to stop trying to touch me. So yeah, remember, if it's raining like this, your fire spells will do less damage. But your lightning spells will increase, which is always nice. So that's why those lightning pots I were hucking at him did so much damage. Just because it's raining. Alright, so up in here, we're basically at the top right here. We're just going to clear out this little area and go grab this grace and then head back on the left side to go grab that mask. I believe it's Goldmask's mask. So the guy that we just met, we get his mask. There's lots of dudes up here to take first. Definitely take out the dude with the stupid spear. Wow, that weather cleared up quick, didn't it? So that's Mount Gelmir. Next landmass we're going to head into in a couple episodes. Let's go ahead and grab any goodies that were left behind. Not sure what this guy's fighting. Maybe he's just practicing. Hitting me. Stop it. There's nothing you can do. You can't even get up. Oh boy. Wow. Those guys are annoying. There's more of them. I hate you guys. Yes, I do. Come over around that side. And then don't worry, we'll do the ruins in a second. After we sit down at the grace. Just getting all of the stuff that's around here first, taking out all these guys. Is that guy hiding? Nope. These ruins aren't fun. There's a lot of blood dogs in there, and the invasion that we're going to do, because we're invading somebody. So instead of... Oh, wait, there's one more Pumpkinhead, I forgot. Alright, you guys, let's go fight this Pumpkinhead. He already sees us. Right here, buddy. Nope, missed him. Dang it. Well, at least we can go up and... Nice frosty blue. That's easy. So yeah, we're invading, and it's because of Varre's quest, where he asked us to use the Bloody Fingers to invade other people's worlds. And you can do it 3 times, but in 1.6, I believe, they put in an option for people that are playing offline to invade this NPC, and that'll count as the 3 invasions for Varre's quest. And he's going to drop us another hammer. The Great Star's hammers, but unfortunately, he is no joke. He has a seal, he shoots off bestial incantations, which are the same ones that Garant gave us, and he's super fast, and he uses that hammer with Lion's Claw on it, and good lord, he packs a punch. So you want to try and just rush him and keep him from being able to pull off any attack animations, and if he does, dodge it, because if he hits you, whew, yeah, he's gonna drain your health really, really hard. So it's it's probably the toughest NPC fight in the game, next to Vike. I actually died a couple times. First time I fought him because I just didn't take him seriously, and then he tooled me right up. So don't get discouraged if you go down to him. He's pretty tough. But he will give us a rune arc and a second Great Star's hammer, which is crazy. First time I played through the game, that wasn't an option, so I had to do New Game Plus to get my second Great Star's hammer. But now we can... Oh, got a Noble Thunder Sword. But now we can do it in just... Well, there's one more guy with the chest right here. Oh no. Go away. So now we can get 2 of those hammers in one playthrough, which is just awesome. Way too cool. Alright, that should be everything except for the ruins, so go ahead and come back, sit down with Grace, and then we'll head over and grab that mask, and then we're going to head over to the wall. Yeah, welcome to Mount Gelmir. These rocks that I'm going to pick up right here. Gimme. Volcanic stone. Those make some really awesome fire pots that scale with strength. So I'm going to pick up a ton of those. Those are awesome. Really awesome fire pots. Let's go ahead and sit down, fill our flask, heal up. And then on our way back, we'll do the ruins. And then actually, before we go to the wall, we got a church that we got to go clear out. It's right over on the other side of this cliff, so a few things to do, and then we're going to head to the wall. So, like I said, these ruins aren't fun. I'd recommend staying on Torrent to take care of all the dogs, because there are a ton of dogs. And then after we clear out the ruins, and be careful, these pumpkin heads respawn, we'll do the invasion. There should be a blob, right? Yeah, right there. You can kill it if you want. It's really not worth it. It doesn't drop much. Frost it. Not sure if it's susceptible to heat or not, but yeah, it is. Okay, so just not worth it though. It's not guarding anything or hiding anything. It's close. Just there to be in the way. There's a bunch of small blobs around it. But make sure you pick up the sacramental buds though. Like I said, the blobs really aren't worth it. So just grab the loots and then head on out of this portion. Down there is the... Oh, did he? Oh, he got aggroed when I came by to pick up that flower. Alright, here are the dogs. Down here. Oh, good lord. That's a big dog, too. Wow. I think it's a Sing Blood Noble, but I cannot remember for the life of me what the boss is here. Pretty sure it's a Sanguine Noble. So let's go ahead and buff up. I totally forgot about this. My apologies. Yeah, we'll just do a... Golden Bow and summon the Mimic. Make quick work of it. Be careful with these guys because they can parry you. They suck. Yeah, it's a Sanguine Noble. Alright, so let's go ahead and summon the Mimic in. Ooh, ow. Sorry guys, I completely forgot there was a boss in these ruins. Thank you, Mimic, as always. And then I do believe we get the Bloody Hellas for that. Yep, so this is probably the most vicious, great, heavy thrusting sword in the entire game. And it has a weapon art that is a little bit like the Bloodhound's Fang, where it has a motion that sends you back to dodge attacks, and then you follow it up with a strong thrust. And it just, yeah, pierces guards, does blood loss. It's just vicious, absolutely ridiculous. But I believe it scales with Arcane, so you gotta have some Arcane and Dexterity to use it. Let me check. I'm gonna take out these annoying dogs. I told you there's a ton of dogs in this place. Another one right here. Oh, I hate you guys. There we go, that felt good. I believe that's everything except for just blobs. Okay, so. What? Good lord. Oh, I hate you guys. Wish I could kill you again. Okay. Here's the sign. So that is going to make us invade another person's world. We're going to fight right here in this. He's going to come running up from that hill right there. Really? You guys are going to make me do this? Lord. Man, go away. So we're not going to have much time to buff up because he's going to come running down this hill at us. So get all your buffs in now. And then we will head in and try and cut him off with just using one of our incantations, the Crucible Knight incantations. And hopefully he doesn't start off with the Lion's Claw, because good lord, you guys are annoying. If he starts off with the Lion's Claw, it's might interrupt our attack animation, and if we get hit by it, it's gonna do some damage. My good lord, it's gonna do some damage, so hopefully we win the exchange, but let's go ahead and buff up everything right now. I'm just losing my mind. These things keep following me. I don't understand it. Go away. Lord. It's like, leave me alone. Oh, and I'm going to use this Baldigan's Blessing, which I've been getting to use a lot. Alright, guys. At least oh, wait. Actually, I don't know if the buffs are going to stay on. Oh, no. The buffs are off. I forgot. Oh, yeah, so Lion's Claw. Got it. Oh, boy, that's good. See how good he is and how much damage that did? Lord. Stagger him. Oh, there's the Lion's Claw. Man, this guy's tough. Don't be discouraged if you go down to that guy. And I'm so sorry, I thought the buffs, you could apply the buffs first, but looks like, no, looks like some of them are still on, but we get the Rune Arc, and then as soon as we come out, we get his hammer. Man, that guy is rough. So don't be discouraged if that takes you a few tries, because good lord. Oh yeah, we get a Somber 6 for that. Totally forgot about that. Are these dogs back up? Okay, I was gonna say. Alright, you guys, so my apologies. So you're not gonna even have time to buff up. He's just gonna come rushing at you, so maybe just do the flask, and that's about as good as we can do. Alright, so now let's go over and grab that mask. And then we'll go do the church. As a rule of thumb for this game, I clear everything out the first time, and then the second time I go through, I just kind of ignore all the people that are there. The only time I'll try and clear an area out twice is if I go down. So if I'm like clearing out a cave and then I die, then I'll come back and clear everything out again just to get extra runes. Carefully come down here to this edge. Grab the Radiant Goldmask. Jump back up here so that none of those worm faces see you. Dang it. Sorry, we got another case of stuck in combat. Oh, it's because of these guys up here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so the ruins are done. Caravan's done. So we're going to go to this grace real quick. We got the goodies out of there. So let's go to this grace, and then we'll talk to Goldmask, and then we'll come back over and do that church. Yeah, let's do the church first. So now we got 2 Great Star's Hammer, the Bloody Hellas, and we're not even done with the awesome weapons that we're going to pick up. We're about to go pick up 2 more. and excruciatingly good. Anyway, we got the good twin blade skills and strength, but we're gonna get the probably the best twin blade in the game for dexterity and arcane coming up here at this church. And then so this guy is here with the chest again, but he only drops the gold rune tint once, so he's not gonna drop another one. But as I was saying, this twin blade that we're gonna get with skills of dexterity and arcane has blood loss on it, does fire damage, it's weapon art, can stagger like end game bosses in just a couple of pulls, so it is really, really awesome. And then we're gonna get the longest katana in the game as well, so pretty cool. That's the rise that we did, and down here it's just a graveyard with a bunch of wolves and stuff like that. But we'll go ahead and we'll go around the church because I believe there's some blood dogs in there that will attack us if we come on the outside of the church, and we're gonna get invaded after we talk to the NPC that's laying in there. Let's go ahead and grab any goodies that are around here first. Magic grease, then we can head up over here, and then behind the church are the dogs. We don't want these guys seeing us and coming into the church and joining the fight in any way, shape, or form, so let's take them out here. For any boss fight that's not inside a room, you want to check the surroundings first, just to make sure that no enemies are going to pop into the boss fight and join in, because it's no fun. We got some butterflies over there. Go ahead and head into the church. Unfortunately, sadness ahead. What's wrong, buddy? It's our good buddy.
Eleonora. It seems I am no match for you, but I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off. Please. Please, Eleonora. Yield to the cessblood no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh. Your fire.
Alright guys, start buffing up, because she is coming in right now. You want to keep her pinned down with attacks. She's not as strong as the other one, but if she starts getting her attacks off, she has some dragon spells. That pole blade that we just took off of her, if she pulls off that weapon art on you, you're as good as dead, and you're gonna have to try this over again. But as you can see there, I just smashed her down and kept her from even being able to do anything, so that's the kind of fight that is. But the other NPC wasn't an invader, we were invading him, and he was, poof, he's a tough one. So unfortunately our buddy is dead. That's the end of his quest, and we get his long katana now. Longest katana in the game, I think. Even longer than Melania's. So that takes care of that real quick. And that pole blade, whew, man. Such a good weapon. I can't wait to use that. I used it on the final boss, and it just staggered it in a couple of weapon arts. Just one or two, and it staggers it. Does insane fire damage too, so throwing an oil pot will just increase that weapon art to an absurd amount of damage. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on down into the Spirit Spring here, and then hop back up onto the bridge. There's Corhyn. Oh my goodness.
Ah, we meet yet again. Thanks to you, I have become acquainted with the noble Goldmask himself, and taken my place by his side, as you can see. Have no fear. I will still teach you incantations as before, though we must do so quietly, such that we not disturb the great master's cogitation. The master is always deep in contemplation, while I frantically attempt to record his wisdom, the movement of his finger. And though I am yet to comprehend even the daintiest morsel of his wisdom, I know that this is my life's calling. The Golden Order has bestowed me, talentless as I am, the great duty of documentarian.
I think you might have a few. Yeah, he's got a new incantation to purchase, so go ahead and buy that if you're on the faith side. It's pretty cool.
May the Golden Order...
Alright guys, now that we're done with that, it is time to bombard the walls. We're just gonna run past all the ballistas, which kind of difficult, but it's pretty much the same idea as the Great Bridge that we passed. Just try and see where they're headed, and then kind of go perpendicular to their trajectory for a few seconds, and that should save you from getting hit. And we're gonna go grab a grace, and then we're gonna work backwards. There's a tower right here. Then we got a creature that's gonna rebirth. You don't have to fight it. I'm going to. It rebirths into a lion guardian. Then we'll grab that grace, and if we have time, I'm going to do this hero grave and fight a dragon. But coming up on the hour mark, we'll see how long that takes us. Yeah, I apologize if the length of these episodes is, I don't know, annoying or like not feasible for you to watch and follow. I thought that doing 2-hour episodes was a little bit of a stretch, but I also kind of thought that this game deserved it because of how big it is. Okay, yeah, we're getting bombarded, so let's go ahead and... Okay, there's another one coming. So my point being is, I know that 45-minute episodes will probably work better for future walkthroughs and future games, and that's what I plan on doing. But this is my first walkthrough. You know, I'm learning everything, so I apologize and appreciate anybody's patience that can't sit through a 2-hour episode to get the information or the help that they need. I put the timestamps in at one of my viewers' suggestion, which helped a lot, you know, because he's right. We need to put the timestamps in, so there should be a grace around here. Oh, there it is. So grab this grace. Don't go through the capital outskirts yet. We'll come back in the next episode to do all this stuff. We're just grabbing this so that if we took some hits coming in, you can sit down and heal up. I believe we can talk to Melina. Yeah, let's talk to Melina real quick.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, hear me, demigods. My children, beloved, make of thyselves that which ye desire. Be it a lord, be it a god, but should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices.
Interesting. So I think we have enough flasks, or no? We should, in the next episode, have enough flasks to get our either our second to the last or our last flask charge. Let's see how many we have. 12, so yeah, we got 2 more. 14 total. Alright, you guys, go ahead and clear out this camp and the ballistas, and then head on over to that tower. Oh, I thought that was a guy. Oh. Ooh. Feisty one. These guys out so they're not launching stuff at us. That was an accident, but that works. Wake up, guys. That doesn't mean hurt my horse, that just means wake up. Ooh, this is gonna feel even better. Man, short spears are alright, they do some decent damage, but man, they're short, hence the name. But they're not too bad as far as the spears go. Okay, let's do the other side. I think there might be a pumpkin head in here or something. Or no. Is it a knight? No, it's just some guards, but we'll go ahead and snipe this thing with the Frenzy Burst. Gotcha. So Lightning Slash is basically that weapon art that the knights have been doing, where they stomp their foot and then lightning slams down, and then their armament is coated with lightning. So now you can do that. Pretty questionable. Remember, lightning is scales well with dexterity. Fire scales well with strength. Flame art scales well with faith. Poison and bleed and rot scale with arcane. And of course, you know, magic and intelligence. Holy scales with faith. There's Mikla Lily over here. So yeah, and you can also just, you know, switch the view in your menu when you're looking at your pots to see what they scale with and stuff like that. Pretty useful. Here we are, Mikla's Lily. Alright, let's head on over to that tower. You can see it right there above my head. I think there's a great sword in it. I can't remember. I should start pulling up my notes before I start doing these episodes. Oh. Just the times that I have had my notes. Ooh, there's a knight on a horse. Be careful. Forgot about him. What's up, buddy? Wake up. Oh. Like, come on. There we go. Come on. How you doing, buddy? Some business to talk about. Hey, boy. Sorry, horsey. Rest in peace. I wish I could somehow take out your master without hurting you. Shoot some guys up here on the ridge. Punk. Oh, I fell down. I was like, take this guy out right here. That's what you get, dude. Throwing stuff at us. Not the behavior of someone worthy of Elden Lord. It's maidenless behavior. Which, oh, also we're gonna go talk to Varre, sorry, after we progress for a little bit into the next part of this landmass. I think there's a little item over here. Oh, guess not. I can hear somebody walking around though. Just don't know where they're at. Oh, there he is. This is where the item is. Okay. Wow, he dropped a lightning plant. It's interesting. Some great arrows. Or golden arrows, my apologies. Oh, good lord. Did you guys just stop? Can't remember what this is. It's great, but okay. Alright, so now that we got those ballistas cleared out, we are free to head off to the other side, right down that path over by the gold tree down there. Let's get on out of this area. I know it seems a little pointless at this point with it only being 200 runes, but they add up. I mean, it's worth it. There's always a time where you need to upgrade a new weapon or need to buy some supplies and just need every rune you can get. Let's go here and grab this seed. Any other goodies around here? These ballistas are broken down, so we're not going to get attacked. I feel like I hear somebody shooting arrows. No, it doesn't seem. So we're basically just going to work all the way around in through here, and then up in through here, and then down over this side. There's a grace right here. And then once we get there, we'll go and talk to Varre and Corhyn. Or no, we just talked to Corhyn. We'll go and talk to him. Come on. Got a bolt sticking in my neck. Such is my life. Speaking of which, through farming, at this point in the game, you should be maxed out on daggers, kukris, arrows, bolts, all that stuff. Because every time you level up, you should be spending at least a couple of thousand on just, okay, this is the area already cleared out. A couple of thousand on supplies like that, and it adds up. And then before long, you'll just be maxed out on all that good stuff. Which we are, which is why I can't pick up any of those bolts. Okay. I'd say at this point, as far as like arrows that we can make, you should have 100 of each type. And then just here and there, as you pick up supplies, build like 50 or maybe like make 50 more at a time until you're completely maxed out. And of course, you kind of want to stick with whatever your build is. You want to make those arrows first, so the fire scales with strength and faith, holy scales with faith and stuff like that. So as you can see, for each type, I went ahead and made 100 arrows. Because you can only carry 100 at a time, so that way we can bust out any kind we need if we're in a cave or fighting a boss, and need to have a specific type. It makes it a lot easier that way. And then we'll just build more as we go until we're completely maxed out. But as long as you're taking out these birds and farming for beast bones and stuff like that, you should have plenty of material to make whatever you need. So I know it's slow building up all of this stuff and this repertoire of things, but as long as you do it one at a time, it adds up to what I have now. It only takes a few seconds. Okay. coming up on these ruins over here, which aren't fun. You guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. Oh, I'm already here. So, like I said, you guys don't have to do this if you don't want to. Because, you know, you're not rebirthing like I am in this game. So this is not necessary whatsoever. You guys don't have to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just to showcase it for you guys. He's over here. Or he's probably up in the second part. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm so sorry this episode is, like, messy. I'm dying. I'm messing stuff up. I'm not doing too good. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm stuck on a squirrel. I was like, what's going on? Yeah, it's more gonna, or if you're riding around on Torrent, just exploring, gathering stuff, and all of a sudden you get stuck on something, you can't move. 10 to 1 since it's a squirrel in a bush that you just can't see. It's always fun. It's up over here will lead us up behind the ballistas again, but I think there's a few items we can grab. At least fight these guys. You just push him with your spear. I believe he did. Dash leads us back over to the wall right there. So that's the edge that we cleared out already. So it's just a path that takes us down. So that way you don't have to go in front of the ballistas if you don't want to. I think up here there might be some foliage. No, nothing. Oh, here we go. Trina's Lily. It's like I said, we only find like 1 or 2 of those at a time, but I mean, just through going out the entire game, we've collected over 115. And we've made arrows, you know, sleep arrows, so we've probably actually collected over 130 so far. So, like I said, they add up. You know, you go and you fight a monster and you open a chest and it's 1 Arteria leaf and you're like, ugh, really all that for 1 Arteria leaf? Yes. They add up and they're worth it. All these materials. And by the end of the game, you'll have enough amount that, you know, you can try the boss 35 times to keep making pots and not have to go farm for more stuff. And that's kind of where I want you guys to be as far as supplies go. Not have to go farm because you did a little bit of it at a time. Alright, you guys, so all these skeletons everywhere, and then there's one right over here that's going to turn into a monster. That's why he's ducked down the corner, being all weird. And the monster it turns into is the lovely Lion's Guardian. So buff up first. Go ahead and make a couple of pots, or perfume bottles, I mean. And some lightning pots. Oh, good lord. These guys are so much fun. So, after he bursts out of the cloud, he's gonna just try and straight up attack you. He's gonna lunge. Oh, turned around. Wow. I got really lucky there. I don't know why he came out facing the wall. That was really weird. Normally he comes and he just lunges right at you and knocks you on your back. So, yeah, I got super lucky. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Normally that guy and I go a couple of rounds, you know. And you hear some lightning as we get closer to this area coming up next. And that's because there's a dragon over there, full of it. That dragon that we saw up on the hill, we gotta fight him this episode. But with the Mimic and our Halo Scythe, should make quick work of him. You just gotta avoid his attacks, because, man, he packs a punch. So, you want to stay away from the top of this hill over here, because that's where he's at. So if you head up there, he's gonna come flying down at you. But let's go ahead and clear out this graveyard right here. This is this area, and then we'll grab the Grace. And we got a Black Knife Assassin to fight, and then after, oh yeah, there's a bunch of rot, I think. Something poison, just poison. Poison flowers everywhere, so just grab the loots if you want to try and take them out, you can, but they're the ones that are like in the ground shooting it out really fast that are kind of hard to hit. You can't lock onto them, so it's not really worth it. Just grab the loots and take off. But as I was saying, we got a Black Knife Assassin that we're going to parry out in the field, and it drops us the best knife in the game, in my opinion. And something that we're going to be using as a backup weapon just for its weapon art alone. And then we'll do the Hero's Grave really quick. Luckily, this Hero's Grave does not have a chariot in it, but it is not fun also. It's a tough challenge, so we'll clear that out, and then if there's enough time, hopefully... Actually, I don't think there is going to be enough time. We might have to save the dragon for the next episode, because I don't want to drag this out more than 2 hours. Which is okay. We'll take the dragon out pretty quick. We'll see. We'll see how fast we can get through all this stuff coming up. Alright, so up around there will lead you up to the dragon. So we'll come, after we fight the dragon, we'll come back down from back there. So don't worry about what's over there. Let's just go grab this Grace and go fight the Black Knife Assassin. And this Grace is another farming spot. So we'll go ahead and put that down on our map after we get done. This is a farming spot for Atlas Bloom and the Fragment Lightning Flower. This isn't the best Lightning Flower spot to farm in the game. There's a better one in the mountaintops of the giants. But this will do for now. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down to refill my flasks. Make sure I have Carrying Retaliation. Let's go parry a Black Knife Assassin, guys. So this is the lightning spot right here. Just collect these and take out these 2 sheep right here because they're electrical sheep. If they roll, they shoot out electricity. And I think they have iframes when they're rolling while they're electrical, so you can't hit them while they're rolling. But sometimes they'll drop Fergal Bloom. So always worth it to take these guys out so you can get an extra lightning flower. And we come down over here, and there's the Hero's Grave with the Black Knife Assassin guarding it. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to buff up just because I'm parrying her. I guess I'll do the Bestial Vitality just in case she gives me a couple of nicks. If you're close enough, you can actually parry that attack. The one where she charges up and throws the red flame at you. That one you have to parry at the very end. If she's twirling completely around and is about to bring the knife up, that's when you do it. That's a grab. You just gotta make sure you dodge that. Oop, I messed that one up. That one always tricks me. It's very similar to the one that you can parry. And I always confuse the two. I need to practice really practice it a lot more to distinguish the two. There's a certain way she moves that'll do it, and that's the black knife. The best knife in the entire game. Its weapon art is just absolutely delicious. I'll show it to you guys in a second. We're gonna go upgrade it after we click some foliage and go down into the hero's grave. Well, actually, we'll go upgrade it first. There might be a grace down this church. Let's go check this church real quick. And then up there's the dragon. There's a couple of knights in this field that we'll fight after we're done here. He's guarding that Ash of War and stuff, but We'll do the hero's grave first. We'll go ahead and grab all the loots in here and then go down to that church. There's some guys in the church that are waiting to ambush you. They're just normal little soldiers, but they're going to throw lightning pods. They're waiting behind some walls, so be careful going into the church. Don't just rush in. Nope, see, they do lightning damage as they roll around. Excuse me. And so with the knife being so light and its weapon art being so vicious, it literally is going to act as a backup weapon for us while we're on the faith side. And I recommend if you're on the faith side too that you utilize this knife's weapon art, because it's just, yeah, way too good. And I'm not even sure if they've nerfed it. I don't think they have. I guess we can go up and hit the Ash of War. Oh, come on. Actually, I think it's a smithy still. Oh no, it's lightning ram. So now you can do what these guys just did. That guy rolling by me just did. Now you can do that. So we got a knight on a horse here. He's got golden eyes. Man, that was a merciless beatdown. Rest in peace, horsey, as always. So, just checking for foliage, and as always, go around the church before you go into it. Because there's always another opening, and then as you see right there, there's some guys waiting for us. So, we'll head in that way so that we can just fight them straight on, not get ambushed. I believe there's a plant that's bugged here. You can't grab it. Not this one, but this one, right? Or no, they fixed it. Interesting. So yeah, there used to be a plant right there that you couldn't grab, and all the messages around it said it was a bug, because you can choose bugs as a noun in this game with the options that it gives you for writing messages, and people were saying it's likely a bug, meaning a glitch in the game. So I guess they found out and fixed it. Good for them. Dragon Bolt Blessing, I believe it covers your body in lightning and increases lightning damage, and but it also increases your susceptibility to lightning damage. So make sure you grab these gravel stones along with the Sacred Tear. And unfortunately, there is no grace in here, so we're just going to have to go into the hero's grave and then come back out and teleport so that we can teleport back over here and not have to ride over to the grave again. Oh, it's just one of the rams coming at me. I don't know why there was danger music all of a sudden. I thought maybe there was a knight that I missed. Alright, so we got to go upgrade the knife. That's one of the weapons that we're upgrading to level, or to 7. Let's go grab this grace real quick. So this hero's grave, it's, good lord, it's a headache. So they replace the chariots with a puzzle involving a light, which actually I think there's a message before you even go in to try and give you a hint right here. Shadow bathes in light and shows and knows weakness. So come over here. I believe there's some, or not a skeleton, but a revenant in here, just a small one. You get a talisman, Crimson Sea talisman. It increases the amount of your flask that it heals, but pretty pointless because we got the Sacred Tears already and we can do it that way. Oh, we got enough for a level up. Let's go ahead and do that too. Alright, and then Sacred Tear. So yeah, at this point, with how many Sacred Tears we've used, it should completely heal us just with one flask, so absolutely no point to use that talisman. I'm just getting it for completion's sake. So unfortunately, yeah, can't teleport out while we're down here, so gotta go back up. So this light puzzle inside here, there are creatures and enemies that are covered in shadow, and they take no damage, but they can still hurt you, and you have to lure them into a light in order to get them to be revealed so that you can attack them. So, pretty annoying. But I'm gonna go. We'll just crack some runes at the place if we need runes to upgrade this knife. Oh, did we upgrade our mimic? Oh goodness, we need to upgrade our mimic because we got the glove warts in the last one. So, oof, gosh, I'm gonna need a lot of runes. It's expensive to upgrade the mimic to max. Let's see what we got.
Greeting, are you here for...
I sure am. Mimic is at max. That's awesome. And that should be an achievement, upgrading one of your spirit ashes to max, as well as upgrading one of your weapons to max. So that should be one achievement done right there. We need to crack some more runes to upgrade these. So I mean, we have 99 of these. Oops, good lord, not leave. And we just crack like 50 of them, so we have enough to upgrade our weapon. So that's why I always stop to pick up those runes. So that's why I do it.
Well,
Just saves time
you no matter how you're up.
for situations like this. Black knife. And so this is also another weapon that we're going to be using as a backup weapon. So this 2.0, that's 2.5 in weight. So when we switch over to intelligence, this is another one that we're going to be, sorry if I'm just going to upgrade it right now. Then good lord, these things, man, these things just hit so hard, it's disturbing. It's almost as good as this, so I'm going to start upgrading these. And then when we switch over to dexterity and arcane, we'll use this as well, because it does fire damage, bleed, it's just too good. Oh wow. It starts at 33, but once you upgrade it, the blood loss goes up. I thought it started at 50. Oh wait, they might have nerfed this. I'll have to look that up. This used to have 55 or 50 blood loss. Now it's 33. I think they might have nerfed it. Oh my. I had no idea. Oh, I'm out of money. That's good enough. Alright, you guys. Let's go tackle that unbearable hero's grave. Get that over with. But this knife and the weapon art, oof, it's awesome. Can't wait to show you. It puts a debuff on whoever you hit it with, and it will keep them from being able to heal to full capacity. And on top of that, it does fire damage. And the fire damage lingers and ticks away for a few seconds after it hits them, so it does continuous damage. So just too awesome. It takes a second to pull off, so it's not something you want to do just willy-nilly at any moment. You have to pick your spots and openings, but you lay a couple of those into a boss, whew, man, it does some damage. Make sure you guys have heal. Oh, gotta put heal on. Make sure you guys have heal ready, because we have 3 royal revenants inside this hero's grave that we gotta deal with. So I'll go ahead and get rid of... Let's get rid of this lightning attack. I don't use it that much. And so just regular heal. You need 12 faith to be able to use it. So if you're not on the faith side of things, put on a talisman that'll allow you to use faith. And we're going to need a shield with 100% physical block in this, because we've got some imps to deal with. So starting right out, we got a couple of revenants right here. Go ahead and snipe them. And then there's a royal revenant under the stairs, so get heal ready. Heal right as he comes up. That's right. Thanks for the glove ward. Dropped us a glove ward 4. It's very kind of him. Yeah, there's nothing else back here. And so that path that we just ignored on the other side will come out that way. Or no, we gotta go back that way. Or no, yeah, that's right. We'll come out that way. So, as you can see, there's a black one right there, and there's one in the light. So we gotta be able to get that one into the light in order to be able to damage him. Oh, good lord. That's not good. Is he actually gonna run up here? No way. There's just no way he's gonna run all the way up here. Oh, he sure tried, didn't he? Good lord, dude. Tenacious. Alright, so you gotta stand in the light and coax the black one over here, and then they'll get shocked as they come in. And I'll give it a second to hit them. Ooh, nice. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So you can farm these guys for smithing stone 5s. Good to know. Awesome, awesome. Very, very awesome. So right in here, we got 2 more. Just run right past them, dodge them, because they're going to start swinging as soon as they see you. Like that. So make sure you dodge a little bit and then run over to the light. And then, as they get hit, weaponize. And then we got a guy over here. No big one, just the small one. Grab the glove wart. And then this next part gets a little hairy and a little intense. So, before you drop down into that hole, that's a trap. Don't go into the middle, go around, because there is a spirit ashes over here first. Now, as soon as we drop in, there's going to be a light. We're going to be in the circle with the light, but there's going to be 4 imps in there. And they are going to jump in, get shocked by the light, and then we got to start fighting 4 imps at a time. So, buff up a little bit. Don't waste any of your buff ups that you're going to use for the boss, but we want a little bit of a buff up just to get us through this real quick, because, yeah, lots of people die here. And for good reason, it's pretty annoying. So, right in here, wait until they... Watch out, because they can still hit you. So they can still hit you. Even though they get hit by the light and they've started the animation as they're jumping towards the light to do this and they hit the light, the hit can still go through and hit you. So don't think just because you're in the light that the hit is going to get knocked back. It can still connect, as you saw there. So yeah, be wary. Alright, there's a glove wart right here. And there's no way to get up on top of that. I've tried. But there is a lever to open this gate. And then there's nothing but nonsense on the other side. And this part sucks, you guys. We gotta take out all these skeletons because we gotta get chased through here later. And there's more that are gonna drop off. And we're gonna get chased through here later because we gotta lure another enemy into this light. And this is the one where we come around the corner and there's a knight on a horse waiting for us. But it's a revenant knight, so you can heal it if you want. But otherwise, just try and take it out. It's going to start jumping around as soon as we come around the corner. But there's nothing but skeletons here. And if we don't take them out, then as we're getting chased back through here later, they will grab us. And if they grab us while we're getting chased by the... Oh, good lord. By the thing that we do not want to fight, especially because the thing is going to be chasing us as a shadow and we can't attack it. And so if it catches up to us, it'll just kill us because we can't do anything to defend ourselves. We have to get it to the light. So take out all of these skeletons first, as painfully annoying as it is. And there's some more that drop down. I gotta turn around, check, and make sure I got them all. Yep. So there's a way to get up there. We'll go up there in a second. After we do all this stuff, and good lord, clear out all these guys. Let me go ahead and get them up front. Alright, so come around the corner. As soon as we come around the corner, this knight's gonna start jumping everywhere and freaking out. Let's go ahead and try and get ahead of him, do a jump attack, but be careful, don't go into the actual blade itself. And then there's the boss door. Ooh, good. Take care of him. Let's go ahead and go up over now that we've cleared all the skeletons. There's that ledge up there we can get up onto, taking the blades. Go do that real quick, because I believe there's some items in there. these guys first, because they're going to start upping their stuff. Stop it. I believe this just leads back down. Yeah, it leads back down to that room, just in case you miss that soldier spirit summons. You can go back down there and grab it, and then go back to the blades that are slamming down to the ground. But before that, let's go ahead and open this up. There should be a revenant in here, but it's a small revenant. Or, sorry. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman increases your physical damage negation, which is pretty nice. Especially if you're fighting something that just does straight physical damage. Pop that on, help you get through the fight. Now that we got that, we can go and deal with the boss door. The boss trigger is not just a lever for this place, it's an actual enemy that we have to fight, so very aggravating. And we still have 2 Royal Revenants that we gotta take care of. But now that everything is clear here, the only thing that we have to worry about when we're getting chased is the actual blades itself. Okay, so coming right up at the top, as we jump down off this ledge, we got the Royal Revenant. Now, it's a trick, and I'll tell you what it is in a second. There's actually 2 Royal Revenants in here. Many people think there's only 1, and then some people might come back in here and another one spawns. So there's one right there where that bloodstain is. But it's not programmed to trigger until you leave this room. As soon as you leave this room, then it'll trigger. Right now, you can see the smoke coming off the ground. There's one right there. Let's go ahead and get our heal ready. And as soon as we jump down, we're just going to pull off the 2 heals. The other one won't spawn until we leave this room. And it's meant to be here because most people are going to come back through here, and I'll tell you why in a second. I think Ward Heal does this to them. Otherwise, they would be the worst enemy in the game, in my opinion. So, as we run up there, there's going to be an enemy, but he's guarding some loots, some really nice loots. And since we have to drag him back to the light, most people will see that, they'll go, oh no, and they'll run to the light and then fight him. And after they fight him, they'll go, oh, those loots were there that he was guarding. Let's go back and grab those. And as they come back up here, because they left this room, come on, because they left the room. Hello, come on. Maybe I have to actually go up in here. So there he is. It's a Grave Warden Duelist. Since we left the room, this should trigger. You might have to actually go into the room with the Duelist. Yep, you do. Okay. So when we come back in here, a second one is going to spawn as soon as we trigger the Duelist, and it is to keep you from A, running in there, but B, after we beat the Duelist, if you come back to try and grab the loots, it's going to cause another one to spawn up. So if you don't want to deal with it, the best thing you can do is just grab the loots as this guy is chasing you. There's 3 things in here. That shiny right there, and the 2 glove warts behind him. So if you want to dodge him, and remember, you can't block this guy. Everything that he has will go right through anything that you try to do to defend yourself. So if it's a little too freaky to grab it, just aggro him, then run down and start doing the chase. But you have to kind of not run too far away, otherwise he'll just kind of stare at you. But I'm gonna grab the loots because I'm crazy. So I got lucky, he was doing a combo there. But let's go ahead and get to it. We gotta turn right as we come out. Drop down, he's gonna drop down too. Just be careful with the blades. Remember, he'll just run right through him because he's shadowed. So let's make sure he's following us. He is. Good. Alright, let's get ready to fight this dude. Oh, I guess he staggers when he hits that, so you can get a repost off. I did not know that. Let's go ahead and see if we can bleed him in. There it is. Now somewhere a heavy door is open. We have now opened the boss door. And since I grabbed the loots, I do not need to go back up there, but if you do, a second Revenant will spawn. Just for the sake of showing you guys. I'm not crazy, I'll show you. I don't know why it didn't spawn. I think it's because I had to run into the actual room with the whatchamacallit, the Grave Warden Duelist. But as you come back up here to grab your second loots, there he is. So it's a trap, and oh, that was weird. The devs put it in there to get you, so be warned. There is another Revenant to deal with, Royal One, and just to show you guys that those are the only 3 loots in this room. So really, it's worth it to just dodge him, grab the loots, that way you don't have to come back. I just wanted to showcase that for you guys. Let's go fight the boss. Which I need to look at my notes because I completely forgot what it is. Sorry guys. One second. Pull up my notes. Yeah, there's a few skeletons in here that will come running at you. I want to say it's a Grave Warden Duelist, but I can't remember. Let me look at my notes real quick. Oh no, it's a yeah. No summoning ahead. What? I think it's a whatchamacallit, ulcerated tree spirit, unfortunately. So that's why everybody's saying try fire, because they're really susceptible to fire. So let's get buffed up. I don't know why it's saying no summoning. I'm pretty sure you can summon for this fight. But let's heed their warning and make some fire pots to add to the mix. I'm just confused why it's saying no summoning ahead. I'm not gonna need a shield for this guy. Oof. Alright, let's get buffed up. Very sure summon. My message is freaking me out. Just because I'll feel really bad if you guys have to fight this on your own too. These guys can be annoying. I think I already ate one of those. Man, I only have 1 FP flask. Oh no, it's a Zamor soldier. Maybe we can summon. Whatever, we'll find one. I don't know why I said we can't summon. Just look at that, huh? Did you like that? Apologies, I don't know why I thought it was a okay, he's doing his phase 2. Remember, you can hit him while he's doing that stuff. Oh, I missed him. That sucks. Ooh, board. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, whoa. It's cute. Remember, you can parry these guys, but I have not learned their parry openings yet, so that was an extremely cool exchange between the both of us. That was really cool. Yeah, sorry I forgot what the boss was. It's embarrassing. I should pull up my notes before I actually go in to record an episode. In my defense, like, I'm probably 8 episodes ahead of this right now, so I should have gone over my notes. It's been a while since I've been back here, so that was my bad. Sorry guys, I don't know why I got mixed up on what the boss was. Alright, let's go fight a dragon, shall we? We have enough time. Okay. Have a gold pickled Foulfoot ready, because he drops a good chunk of runes. It'll give us enough for a level up at the end of this episode. We're going to use the Halo Scythe and the Mimic. You just want to try and keep your distance from him, because remember, the difference between this dragon and the other ones that we fought is he has fire, but instead of throwing lightning out of his mouth in a big cloud, you know, like the other one does with its fire and the magic that we fought, instead what we'll do... Oh no, where's my carry shield? Hold on, dude, let me put my shield on. Why is this all up? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. That was really cool of you. As I was saying, they gave him an actual attack animation with his hand where he turns into a weapon. That sucked. So what he just did right there, we can do that now with our Ashen Board that we found on the other side of the Altus Plateau. Pretty cool. Yeah, get some practice in on pairing these guys, because their moveset is similar to the other knights that we've been pairing, the Bellbearing Hunter and the Crucible Knights. So, really good practice to parry them. So, dragon's right up there. If you jump over this ledge right here, he's going to spawn. So, come around here so that we don't... Because he's going to come down the hill really fast. So fast that you're not going to have time to buff up your Mimic. So, buff yourself up here. And then, be careful. There's a ton of goats up there. A ton. So, your lock could break, potentially. And keep locking onto the goats behind him. So, try to find him unlocked if you can. And I should have taken off that heal, but too late. I'm not going to worry about rotting in because we're going to be hitting him with the Halo Scythe. And I really should put Holy in, but at least I got my faith in my wondrous physic. And we want to take him out as quick as we can, up our damage. 2 of these perfume bottles. Go ahead and put this on. Take out a dragon. So summon your Mimic and then it's game time. Watch out. There's the big swipe. Check this out. Pull out the knife. Give him one of those. It debuffs him. See how much damage that did? That was crazy. And see how it's ticking away and still hurting him? So yeah, that... Oh, good lord. So he still can breathe fire. Forgot to say that. Just because he's a lightning dragon doesn't mean he doesn't got fire breath. He does. So be careful. Away from him. He's getting a little too close for comfort. Oh, that hurt. Oh, heal, heal, heal. Where are you, Mimic? How's he doing? Ow. No. Oh, the Mimic just buffed for herself. I'm stuck on a rock. Oh my gosh. Should do it. Thank you, Mimic. That would have been much, much harder without you. And rest in peace to that dragon. And unfortunately, not the last time we were going to see him. There is a place where time doesn't exist. And because of that, we get to see him again. So, fun stuff. But Halo Scythe should make quick work of him, and obviously if you're on the intelligence side, Rock Sling. Rock Sling him in the face. And if you are on the quality side of things and you don't got any magic, you can use Charged Attack to the feet, hit him to stagger, proc bleed, and frost. And of course, hit him with arrows for rot and poison. Get him poisoned and rotted as quick as you can. As soon as the battle starts, usually that's the best time to do it. And then start trying to build up stagger damage and get him to stagger so you can repost him. And obviously, you're gonna have to learn how to dance around his feet, dodge his stomps, and fight him unlocked. Do not lock onto him, because it'll make fighting him and trying to get to his repost way, way harder. And I forgot to eat a guild pickle foulfoot because I am a dork. Oh well. What can you do? So we'll go around behind this little ledge that I showed you guys, so we can come back that way. We'll go around there, we'll go talk to Varre, and grab the map fragment for the next part of Lyndell, and call it an episode. We have 10 more minutes of stuff to do, and we're done. Alright, everything done that I want to. And we got ourselves a new shiny knife. Let's go do this. Oh, there's a knight right there. Didn't even see him. Oh. 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 Feisty. I don't know this guy's pattern. It's freaking me out. Probably parry that. There we go. Yeah, so he's a little different because he doesn't two-hand the spear like the other Crucible Knight does. So like his pokes are a little bit weird because he's only doing it with one hand. Oh, and he does it really fast. Like that. I keep missing it. Not gonna. That one I can parry fine, because that's just like the Crucible Knights. And it's really telegraphed, but whenever he just starts poking right away, it's kind of hard to catch it because I can't tell. The routing of the ancient dragons, Godwyn the Golden fought to the last, earning the friendship of dread Fortisax. So the dragon we just... Or no, it's not that one. Different dragon that he befriended that we're going to fight later. It's kind of sad, but yeah, Godwyn the Golden went to go take out this dragon instead of killing it. Me became his friend. Which is really sweet. Thought we could get back that way, so... Not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, I think we had to jump off a cliff. That's right. Okay, that's what I need to do. That's alright, we can go this way. There's just a few loots back here to grab. Oh, and I think there's some beefy skeletons over here, so you might want to get Sacred Blade out if you have a chance. When I say beefy, I mean like the knight versions of the skeletons. That's why there's a summon sign here. So you can summon here because, yeah, these guys are right here. Oh, he saw me. Look at how tanky this guy is for... Ooh, we can parry them. That's good to know. Very good to know. Did not know that. Oh, jeez. So yeah, there's a few more. This isn't the only one, so I'm just being stubborn. Fighting them when I don't have to. Try and take them out before they actually get up. Save some trouble. Whoa! That was freaky. Should be some more. I thought there was. Yep. Too. So yeah, beefy skeletons. If you don't got Sacred Blade, just be ready for a fight. You get some loots, and then that will take us right back up to Fortisax. That's what I was... That's why I knew there was another way to get around to him, but It's not a path, it's a cliff you gotta jump off of, so that's what I confused it on. And over here should be the, yeah, 2 crucible, or not crucible, but whatchamacallit, tree sentinels, which we will fight next episode. Fun stuff. We're gonna get a parry ash ward. It's gonna make them a lot easier to handle. And so that's it. That's everything over here, guys. So let's go ahead and go over to this side of Grace, and we're gonna run down the right side of this wall. Don't go down the middle. There's 2 bosses that'll spawn, and then don't go down the right side. We'll do that stuff later. We're just gonna go down the left side, go grab the map fragment, and call it an episode. Oh, sorry. Gotta go talk to Varre and stuff like that. Let's go grab the map fragment first. So like I said, stay on the right side and stay out of the middle of the road, because that'll spawn some bosses. There's no biggie. You can run by them. The bosses doesn't lock you in, but don't want to spoil it yet, because it's pretty silly who we have to fight. And a little confusing. Yeah, Troll gets up. Never go wrong with arterial leaves. Never, never, never. Looks like that's everything over here. Got some bats. I believe there's a poison one in the mix. But we'll see. Yeah, there it is. So as always, wow, I can't believe that just happened. Zip. Just like smack me. That's funny. So as always, they'll drop a gold rune 9 when you take them out. Stop moving. Sure I got all the foliage and goodies out of here. Yes, I believe so. Okay. I've always loved the song for the Altus Plateau. Oh man, I hate you guys. Whatever. I guess the most annoying thing about them is that they giggle at you. They laugh at your misfortune. Do we not get down this way? Yeah, I think we have to go through. I could have sworn there was something we could get down on. Nope, guess not. Guess we gotta go down on the road. I guess we do gotta run by this boss. I thought there was a way around on the right side. My apologies. So at least you'll get to see what we're gonna fight coming up on the next episode. Let's grab these gold seeds. Oh no, there it is. Alright, never mind. So grab these 2 gold seeds. And don't worry about what's up there. We're gonna do it in the next episode. And then come down on the right side. Because if you go down the middle, the boss is gonna spawn. And it's the first one of these bosses that we fought. So, want to showcase it. I'm going to try and fight it solo once, and then it's probably going to kill me because they're really, really intense, and they suck. And, yeah, they've always confused me. I have yet to beat them without taking a hit, doing a no-hit on one of them, because they are brutal. Brutal, brutal enemies. now that we have taken out a Godskin Noble and Apostle, you can go ahead and go and do the Divine Tower of Kaled, go into the basement, and fight the boss in there, because it is a Godskin Apostle, the skinny, slender one. And he is guarding quite possibly one of the best greatswords in the entire game. But the problem is that the guards in there are insanely tough. They do an absurd amount of damage, they have high poise, and there's 2 flame monks in there, and they pack a punch. There's only 4 guards in the entire dungeon, but that's the reason why, is because they are disturbingly strong. So don't be surprised if you go in there and you're like, oh hey, here's a guard, I'll just go attack him, and he lays you out. That's the reason why they kind of buffed everybody up in that dungeon, to make up for the fact there's only 4 of them in there. So nah, that's exactly what you see. That's 4 gold seeds, so we'll definitely have enough to make a new or get a new charge in our flask. We'll do that next episode. Let's go ahead and grab this map fragment right here. It's what we came down here. And we'll end the episode by talking to Corhyn. Oh no, we already talked to Corhyn. By talking to Varre. Down over here at the Rose Church, because we have invaded and thus used the finger. But like I said, if you want to, you can just invade somebody 3 times. You don't have to beat the host. All you have to do is invade and then return to your world. That's all you need to do, and it'll count. Just do that 3 times, and that'll progress Varre's quest. But it's much better if you do the route that we took this episode, because of all the rewards you get, including a 2nd Great Star's Hammer, which is just too awesome. Let's go ahead and push Varre's quest as far as we can, and call it an episode, you guys.
Oh, Lambkin, so pleased you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying my gift. I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a proper inductee, a knight to serve Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, and establish a new dynasty. Luminary Moog has strength, vision, and of course, love. So, what do you say, my lambkin? Yes. Who would have it any other way? Now, take this for your final trial. Soak the cloth with a maiden's blood. Normally, this ritual would involve killing one's own maiden and recanting the wisdom of the 2 fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden will do. The cloth is your final trial. The blood of anyone's...
So let's read that cloth, because as soon as we soak it in blood, it's going to change most likely in the description. It might anyways. So let's go ahead and read it, because we're going to lose it. Pure white cloth, given by Varre, the final trial to be anointed, a knight of Moog, Lord of Blood. Soak the cloth with the maiden's blood, the blood of anyone's. Watch just saying what he says. It's interesting. Alright, so there's 2 options for this. There's one at the Church of Inhibition, where that dead maiden was, and then the other option is to go to the 4 belfries and then go over to the maiden that we saw at the beginning, that was laying there just in a pool of her own blood. It's supposed to be our maiden. Some speculate that we murdered her. Some speculate that Varre murdered her. Either way, either one works. We're just going to go to this one because it's quicker. We don't have to go down to the portal and then run through the Church of Inhibition. Or, the Chapel of Anticipation, I mean. So let's go ahead and just dye the cloth with maiden blood. So now it's covered in blood. See if the description changes at all. Fully reddened oath cloth dyed in a maiden's blood. The final trial is complete. Luminary Moog is sure to welcome you into his service as a knight who will lay the foundations for his dynasty. Oops. Alright, you guys. Let's go talk to Varre again. Kind of wish they put a site of grace right next to Varre so that we could just pop over to him, but they make us go. really, I forgot to do this, but when you go to Varre, or anytime you go near the Blood Church, make sure you pick up all the blood roses there for bleed arrows and blood loss grease. It's actually a good spot to farm for them too.
Ah, my lambkin. You've completed your final trial. And with this, you are a formal inductee. A knight who will assist Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, in the establishment of a new dynasty. Now, give me your finger. This noble blood will be an immutable badge of honor once it settles inside of you. Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
So now we have a bloody finger. You can evade as much as you want. You don't have to go find the festering fingers or buy them or make them or anything like that. This, you can do it infinitely now.
Never forget that feeling of agony, for it is what binds you to Luminary Moog, to all of us. You have the sweetest scream, my lambkin. Oh, another thing. You should have this. A medal granted by the new Moguin dynasty, with the power to grant audience with Luminary Moog. I've gone out of my way to provide one to you, but you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Moguin dynasty commences. Luminary Moog yet slumbers beside the divinity. We must endure a little longer. Ah, it is trying, but we must be patient. One day you will be elevated, deservedly, basking in love. Right, my lambkin? Ah, one day, right, my...
Alright, so that is the end of this episode. In between, obviously I have enough for a level up. I have quite a bit for a level up, actually. I'm going to farm for supplies on all the routes. So just remind you of what the routes are. There's Lena's Rise. If you need more runes, farm the guys up there. And then at this point, you can do this. You can wait until I do it, which I'll probably do it next episode, if not the episode after that. But everything in there is really tough. And what he gave us, what Mog gave us, will teleport us to a new area underground, over here I believe. But it is also tough, and everything in there will kill you in one hit, or a couple of hits. So remember, this is where we farm the octopuses, all 5 of them, to get the ovaries. There's foliage here, foliage in Jarberg, smoldering butterflies, the budding cave moss that we use for our perfume bottles, herbas, and then now the yellow atlas bloom flowers and the lightning flowers. This is a good place to farm for them now. So we'll add that to our list of farming spots. I'll go through each of those areas just twice, and then of course underground to the melted mushrooms, and then over to the more melted mushrooms and the silver tier husks. So I'll do that twice for each area. I'll level up and I'll spend the rest of my runes on just random supplies, and then meet you guys over at the Outer Wall Battleground in the next episode. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment sections, and I'll try and help you out and answer them to the best of my abilities. If I don't know the answer, I will find you guys the answer, because I love helping people get through this game. If you're a content creator and you got any constructive criticism on how I can make this series better, please feel free to share it in the comments. Just try and, be a little kind, because it's my first walkthrough, and just saying like I suck or my quality sucks just doesn't help me get better. But if you got some knowledge you want to drop on me, I'm always eager to learn from anybody that knows more than me. So until the next one, you guys, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. I love you guys. See you later.